Nation used Texas as a blueprint on how to govern moving forward. Texas Governor Rick Perry is here to let me know. Good morning to you,
Gretchen,
Governor.
howdy. Good morning.
Should the nation use Texas as the blueprint?
Certainly some things that they can learn from Texas from the standpoint of don't spend all the money, keep taxes relatively low in a regulatory climate that's fair and predictable. We passed the most sweeping tort reform, so we don't have oversuing. And we're big believers in the 10th Amendment that states should compete against each other. I think it was Judge Brandeis back through the years that said that's how it should be. If you have a really bad policy that doesn't work, rather than visit that on the entire country, let states be the laboratory of innovation. So, yeah, I think we're doing it right.
Let me ask you about the states' rights, because today we're talking about the government-run health care part of the reform plan that may, in fact, go now to states, whether they can opt in or opt out. Would you believe, then, in that type of a program?
I certainly want to look at it first, but that is substantially better than what they were talking about. The bill, as introduced, costs Texas anywhere between $30 and $60 billion over the next 10 years. So $3 to $6 billion a year. That would obviously bankrupt this state, the state of Texas, and we've got $9 billion in our rainy day fund. So it is not an option that was pleasing to us at all. As a matter of fact, we would have probably looked at a lot of different ways to push back hard.
How have you kept the unemployment rate at 8.2%? At least that's what it was in Texas in September,
right,
when a lot of states are looking at over 10%.
Right. We're still a percentage point and a half below the national average. One of the ways has been creating an environment in Texas where the people know they can come risk their capital. You know, a lot of businesses, 1,000 people a day are moving to the state of Texas.
Right.
Caterpillar, Medtronic, Toyota, all within the last 9 months have announced major moves to the state of Texas. And again, it goes back to that business environment that's been created there with the tax structure, regulatory climate, legal system that doesn't allow for the abuse of any of those. Plus, we have a skilled workforce. Caterpillar, Medtronic's a great medical technology company making artificial pancreas. They moved out of the Bay Area to San Antonio. They knew there was going to be a skilled workforce there. So those four things are how you govern. Then you get out of the way and let the private sector do what the private sector does.
And even so, with all this good news for Texas right now, you're up against a big battle with Senator Kay Hutchison, who wants your job. Right now, the latest Rasmussen poll shows her 2 percentage points, I know, within the margin of error, ahead of you. What do you need to say that's different from Senator Hutchison?
We just keep talking about our record. I've been the governor for 8+ years, and I think our record is very enviable. I might not get all the other 49 governors to say they want to be Texans, but I think I could get all the other 49 governors to say we would love to have an economy overseeing in our state like they have in Texas.
So the threat of secession is really not a true threat?
It never has been. You know, we talk about Texas being an independent state, and I think Americans all across the board are really concerned about the whole sovereignty issue, and Washington, D.C. trying to force a one-size-fits-all approach to each of the states. And as I've said a number of times, with all respect to the other 49 states, I want to look very uniquely Texas. I want to compete against California or New York or Florida. That's how you get stronger, not by being mandated that everyone looks alike, acts alike, because then you get the same product.
All right, Governor Rick Perry, interesting conversation.
Thanks, Gretchen.
Thanks for being with me.